Her husband lost his memory. In the heart of a charming countryside stood the grand estate of Somerset Manor, surrounded by sprawling gardens and ancient oak trees. Lady Eleanor, the mistress of the manor, was a woman of remarkable beauty and grace. Her auburn hair cascaded like a waterfall down her shoulders, and her eyes held the depth of 1,000 secrets. But beneath her exterior of poise and elegance, lay a heart heavy with sorrow. Eleanor had been married to Lord Nathaniel, a dashing and charismatic gentleman who was the envy of all who knew him. Their love story had been the stuff of legends, a whirlwind romance that had captivated the hearts of everyone in the county. They were inseparable, sharing their dreams, aspirations, and even the smallest of joys. One fateful evening, a carriage accident on a rain-soaked road left Nathaniel with a severe head injury. He was found unconscious and taken back to Somerset Manor, but when he awoke, Eleanor's world came crashing down. The man who looked at her with love and recognition had lost his memory. He stared at her as if she were a stranger, his eyes devoid of the warmth and affection that had once defined their relationship. Eleanor's heart shattered into a million pieces. Every tender memory, every shared moment, seemed to slip through her fingers like grains of sand. She refused to believe that the man before her was truly her husband, for the essence of Nathaniel seemed to have vanished overnight. And so, she began her lonely vigil, determined to rekindle the flames of his memory and bring him back to her. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Eleanor tirelessly tried to jog Nathaniel's memory. She took him to the places they had visited, showed him the letters they had exchanged, and retold their love story in painstaking detail. But Nathaniel's eyes remained vacant, his mind a labyrinth of forgotten moments. It was as if their life together had been erased, leaving behind an empty canvas. Eleanor's heartache was a palpable presence within the manor's walls. The once vibrant halls echoed with her footsteps, the rooms whispered of lost dreams, and the gardens mourned the love that had once bloomed amidst their beauty. And yet, Eleanor refused to give up. She spent hours in the library, poring over medical books, searching for a glimmer of hope that could restore Nathaniel's memory. One day, while deep in thought in the library, Eleanor stumbled upon an old leather-bound journal. Its pages were filled with Nathaniel's handwriting, chronicling their early days of courtship and the years of happiness that followed. As she read his words, Eleanor felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. Perhaps the key to unlocking his memory lay within the very words he had penned. With the journal in hand, Eleanor began to read aloud to Nathaniel, sharing the stories of their love, their adventures, and the moments that had shaped their journey. As the days passed, she noticed a subtle change in his demeanor. His eyes held a glimmer of recognition when she spoke of their first dance, and a faint smile played on his lips as she recounted their trips to the nearby village. Encouraged by these signs, Eleanor decided to take a different approach. She began to weave new stories, ones that melded truth and fiction, hoping to awaken his dormant memories. She spoke of their travels to far-off lands, of encounters with mythical creatures, and of grand adventures that seemed to exist only within the realm of her imagination. And slowly, like a delicate flower unfurling its petals, Nathaniel's memory began to awaken. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in shades of gold, Eleanor led Nathaniel to the estate's gazebo, the very spot where they had shared their first kiss. She looked into his eyes, now filled with a mixture of confusion and curiosity, and began to recount the story of their first meeting. She described the way he had looked at her with such intensity, as if he had known her for a lifetime. And in that moment, something shifted within Nathaniel. A single tear rolled down his cheek, and he reached out to touch Eleanor's hand. As his fingers intertwined with hers, a flood of memories rushed back to him, the stolen glances, the whispered promises, the laughter that had echoed through the halls of Somerset Manor. With each memory that resurfaced, the barriers that had held his mind captive began to crumble, until he stood before Eleanor once again, not as a stranger, but as her beloved Nathaniel. Their reunion was a symphony of emotions, relief, joy, and the profound understanding that love could triumph even over the darkest of challenges. As they held each other in a tender embrace, Eleanor realized that their love story was not defined by the memories that had been lost, but by the unwavering bond that had endured. In the years that followed, Eleanor and Nathaniel continued to create new memories together, cherishing each moment as a precious gift. The grand estate of Somerset Manor regained its vitality, as laughter once again graced its halls and the gardens bloomed with vibrant colors. Their love story, though marred by loss and heartache, had emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before, a testament to the power of love to conquer even the most daunting challenges. The end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.